Welcome to Park Center High School for Northwest Suburban Conference Wrestling on CCX Sports. Tonight, the Armstrong Falcons paying a visit here to take on the Pirates. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox. You are heading down the home stretch of the regular season now as these teams get ready for section competition. Park Center this year, a decent year. They've had a lot of close losses. They scheduled heavy for dual meets this year. They have won 9 matches, but some close losses where they've just been a match away from winning. Has their record not quite what they would have hoped it had been. They did have some guys that not come back this year that they thought they're really going to have a strong team. As it is, they're doing well, but they're looking to get healthy and get their lineup set. Meanwhile, for Armstrong, their numbers overall aren't too bad this year, but they do have some thin spots. They've been really battling injury and illness, so their practice room has been a lot quieter than what they would have hoped in these last couple of weeks. They're trying to get back and get healthy and get a lineup really set. They are going to, looks like, have some open weights this evening, which should give Park Center a pretty big advantage in the overall team score, as they're much more able to fill out a lineup, certainly. But definitely some good individuals for both teams. A couple of ranked guys for Park Center that we hope to see in action here this evening, and Armstrong's got a couple of guys who have some good section experience as well, and hopefully we'll see some good matches along the way tonight as the Falcons and Pirates get set to tangle. It's Parents' Night too at Park Center as they recognize the hard work that those folks put in getting their kids into the sport and getting them the support they need to do well here at Park Center High School. Stay tuned. It's Armstrong and Park Center Wrestling, and it's up next on CCX.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
And welcome back here to Park Center. The parents recognized between the JV and varsity here at Park Center, and a good bunch on hand tonight to watch this. As we go, start at 107, and Park Center is going to win by forfeit, I believe, here. Yep. Samson Taumoa wins by forfeit for the Pirates. We should have a match at 114.
Coming to the mat for the Falcons,
as Joe Broyne will wrestle for Armstrong.
And for your Park Center Pirates,
And Giovanni Yang, a sophomore, will wrestle for the Pirates, a first-year guy kind of helping to fill in the lineup for them. So see what we get going here at 114 with Broyne and Yang. Quick takedown by Yang. Break him back down to the mat as Broyne quickly got to his feet. Tried to roll. Oh, he almost got caught there. And now he does. Yang takes him to his back, and Broyne in some trouble already here. And still got that right shoulder up just briefly there, but in a tough spot. Yang trying to finish him early here for the Pirates. Didn't have a real good grip on the head, though. But a lot of time, and now there is the fall for Yang as he will win at 44 seconds. And the Pirates quickly go up 12-0. Go up to 121 as you get another look at how Yang able to finish him. He scoops that head and had a pretty good body weight on him there.
to the mat for PC at 121 pounds, Rizzo Kang.
Rizzo Kang will get the forfeit for Park Center, as Armstrong open at 121 as well. So go to 127 now. Derek Tingle coming up here for Armstrong. And Zay Vang will wrestle for Park Center. He is rated number 9 at 127. Has been going to 121 lately, but he bumps up because Armstrong was open at 21, and they wanted to get Vang a match. So Zay Vang in there and has had a solid year and looking to he's faced some good opponents and lost a couple, but he's having a good season. And Tingle, a junior's got some experience for the Falcons as well, so this one has a chance to be a decent matchup here. And there is Tingle getting the first takedown of the match, so he'll go up 3-0 for the Falcons.
Parents, stick around after wrestling. We need to talk.
Vang trying to quickly get up and out. Tingle able to keep him down for the moment anyway. Trying to throw a half in on that left side, but didn't quite work out. Vang close to getting out, and now he will get his escape. And he shoots in low. Doesn't have it yet, but trying to... Tingle did a pretty good job fighting that off, but then a quick throw. Tingle to his back. Trying to keep him on the mat there. Tingle able to get to his stomach anyway, but we'll get the takedown, and now 4 near fall as well for Vang. So Tingle getting that early takedown, but then Vang turning the tables on him here later in the period. Tingle able to sit out, and he gets the escape now, but a quick double shot in, and Vang will get another takedown and trying to quickly get him to his back. That didn't happen, but they'll build an 11-4 lead. One of 2 ranked Pirates is Vang. And again, he's in the rankings at 127, and then that's where he is tonight, but it sounds like going forward down the stretch and into sections, he's probably going to be at 121. And throws the half on here. Tingle trying to fight it off, and he's able to do so. He still trails big, but he at least avoided giving up near fall points right at the end there. Tingle, I think, might be bleeding from the mouth a little bit. Here's a look at this double. Watch this, strong. He's able to lift Tingle off his feet. Did a good job bringing him back safely to the mat, but also keeping him in bounds there. You can tell a couple of pretty experienced guys here. In comparison, a lot of fairly young guys experience-wise for both teams in the lineup, maybe even more so for Armstrong, but Tingle bleeding a little bit from the mouth. See, they put a little bit of Vaseline on there. It might have been a little bit, you get this time of year, maybe a little bit of, dry, cracked lipped a little bit might have contributed to that. So here we go back into action. Ooh, nice counter by Vang, and he'll get the takedown. Got a 10-point lead here. Gonna cut him loose and give up the escape, and then Bang trying to go right back on the attack here. Be interesting to see if he really tries to pin him or if he might be satisfied with a tech fall. Gets the takedown here. And gonna bring him off the mat here. I don't think there was an escape granted. I think Bang thought there was going to be and was going to be okay with that. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he lets him up here. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. 17-6. He wants to go back and attack from the feet here. Another good shot on a double. Ooh, slams him down to the mat. Trying to put him away here, and he'll need to do so here, otherwise it's going to be a tech fall. And that will bring us to a technical fall right there as Zay Bang winning for the Pirates. He's fired up here on parent night, and the Pirates are as well. He's able to pick him up. This time brought him back down a little harder, but it was still safely enough that no violation there. And he's excited. Pirates lead at 23-zip.
Coming to the mat for the Falcons at 133 pounds,
Isaac Nagel will wrestle for Armstrong. And Jonathan Dewadu for Park Center. Dewadu, the freshman. And Dewadu, they call him JD here. He'll get around for the takedown for the Pirates. He won a varsity match at Elk River last week. He's kind of filling in for Nico Vang, who should be back in the lineup soon, it sounds like, for the Pirates. Been active here. He's pretty long and lean as a freshman for this weight. Certainly has the frame of a guy who will probably be moving up the ladder in terms of weight as he gets older here. Period does come to an end. 3-1 lead for Dewadu. And Nagel will defer. Dewadu's going to choose down. Looking for a switch early on there, but Nagel able to hang on. Now to his feet, and he'll get out. So Dewadu the escape for the Pirates. Both guys relatively long and lean, a lot of leg to shoot for there, if you will, but also they're both got some reach to them, so it's not going to be simple to get there. Pretty good shot by Dewadu here, though, with the double, and he's able to finish it for the takedown.
3-point takedown.
He's going to cut him loose. Did not get fully disengaged, though, so no escape yet. I don't know if Dewadu realizes that or not. Now he'll give it up. Nagel, kind of a half shot there, was countered. Ooh, that might have been a clash of heads a little bit there. And off the mat they'll go. And I think Dewadu felt he got headbutted a little bit there. And again, boy, Nagel's leading with the head. Getting a warning about that now. Duadu shooting, looking for that double again, and he will get it. He was a conference JV champion last season, so they're excited about his potential going forward. He may not necessarily be in the varsity lineup, going as they get Nico Vang back, but he's obviously doing well enough to make them feel good about having him in there. Second period ticking to an end here, and Duadu with a big lead, but still a period to go here. Nagel still in it. He will choose both up here to begin this third.
To start of the third, JD carries over a 10-2 lead.
Nagel taking a shot, but it's countered. Duadu going low for the ankle and didn't quite get it cleanly. To the edge, but still in, and he'll get behind for three. Nice work there by Duadu. He didn't just give up on that and, figure, well, we're just about out. And he kept that foot firmly in to be able to score that takedown. Nice work. 13-2. We're not quite there yet, but again, getting to a point where a tech fall certainly may come into play here. Although it's been really all takedowns, he's not been able to put Nagel to his back. Trying to throw a cradle on here, and he's got it now. And let's see if he can get the pin. His own body might be in the way a little bit of that shoulder. Nope, he's going to get the pin. Third period, Duadu stays with it and gets the pin for the Pirates as they continue their strong start. Another look as he tried this a little bit earlier, but he went with the cradle. Kai Beatty will win by forfeit at 139. As Armstrong open there as well.
Coming to the mat at 145 pounds for the Falcons, Andrew Ankeny Jr. will wrestle for Armstrong at 145.
And Tyler Liebens for Park Center here at 145. Ankeny, one of the best for Armstrong. This is probably a match where they feel like they've got a decent chance to get a win. 15 wins this year for Ankeny. Liebens shooting in low. Tyler Liebens around the 500 mark. Ankeny gets the quick takedown. Trying to control that wrist here and go from there. A little corkscrew here. Liebens also a cross-country runner for Park Center. Ankeny shifting over now, switching sides here, trying to get Liebens a little off balance and see if he can't get a turn on him here, and he rolled through that. No points yet. He's still got a decent grip on that arm, though. I think he'll come back to that. Ankeny running it out to the side here and trying to... Well, Liebens doing a pretty solid job fighting it off. Let's see. Now he's given up at least a couple, and see if Ankeny can finish him here. Liebens fighting hard, but in a precarious spot, and they're still well enough in bounds there. Under 10 seconds to go, though, short time. Lieben's bridging, and he will survive the period. 4 near fall for Ankney there. So he will have a 7-0 lead. Liebens, you don't like to be in that spot. However, good job to not get pinned there. Anyway, you know, give yourself a chance to keep going. And Ankney able to get to his feet and now clears that left leg, so he'll get the escape. And you see good chain wrestling there, going right to his offense. And 11-0 lead now for Ankney of Armstrong. Looks like he might cut him loose here and see if he can't take him down another time or two. And he will do exactly that. Now leading 14-1. So now Ankney would like to try and see if he can't pin him here. He's not going to have an opportunity to score more without this one ending by a tech fall here. Still a lot of time to go, obviously, in the second period. And bar that arm again, it worked later in the first period. And Glebens knows it's coming too at this point, but got them both. And nothing yet, but still got him in a pretty tough spot here. Liebens trying to do his best to fight out of it, but now he goes to his back. Liebens trying to bridge. And he'll get the pin. Ankney gets Armstrong on the board with a pin in the second period. So Andrew Ankney continuing a good season for the Falcons, able to get the pin. Another look. Once you got both arms barred, then you just you lose the lever to try and fight that off. Good job by Ankney too of not being in too much of a hurry there.
Coming to the mat at 152 pounds for the Falcons,
Abel Zake for Armstrong will go against Jaden Vang. A 152-pound match. Jaden Vang, a football player also for Park Center, and he's having a pretty solid year. He's over 500. Zach is just an 8th grader, so younger guy here against a junior. Bang with the shot. Zach able to throw a whizzer in though, and he was able to fight off. He's for an 8th grader, he's a pretty strong kid. I had a chance to see him wrestle last week against Benil St. Margaret's. Bang, trying to drive that head down and then shuck him and get around, but good balance by Zaki too. And we stay at 0-0 here, a little past the halfway point of the first period of this match. That's kind of the nice thing about wrestling is, you know, Armstrong, obviously with these open weights, team-wise, they don't really have much of a chance, but you can still have good individual matches along the way and guys who are going to have winning records and that type of thing. Zake with the double, and he'll get the takedown as he starts the scoring here in the 152-pound match. Bang, able to get to his feet here and now gets the escape.
Score an escape for Jaden.
So 3-1 lead. Zach got himself turned around there. Bang, a shot on that right leg, but the period will come to an end. Not able to finish that, so Abel Zake taking a 3-1 lead after one period here for Armstrong. Bang will choose down here. Bang able to get up to his feet again and will, no, nothing yet. He might end up with a reversal rather than an escape. And getting close. I think he would have rather had the escape and then a takedown, but instead it'll be 2 for reversal and even us up at 3. It's one of those small things, but I think if he had been able to just clear himself, he would have gotten the escape, then a takedown. It's, instead of 2 points, he would have had 4. Abel gets the escape. He takes the lead 4-3, and then they go off the mat here. This has been a good one so far here. The most competitive match we've seen up to this point. Shot in low here by Bang. And Zach able to hang on, try and maybe force a stalemate here. Yep, and that's what we will get. For an 8th grader, Zach is doing an okay job. Not looking overmatched. Trying to work some upper body here. Both guys seem to be in pretty good shape. I'm not looking at either guy looking like they're just waiting for that period to end or anything. They're still coming. Bang shot was countered. Zake trying to get around, but he's getting close, but not quite. Let's see, will he get a takedown? He will, right as the period comes to an end. I think good work by the referee there. He didn't award it too early, but there's another look right at the end. Boy, there wasn't more than a second to spare as he gets that takedown. Ooh, let's see. Almost had him in trouble there. And let's see. Zake will get the escape. Leads at 8-3. Thinking Park Center probably thought this was a match that they would be able to get, and they still might, but Abel Zake is showing well here. Bang, seeming a little unsure of how he wants to attack here. Instead of Zake shooting for a double, a good sprawl by Bang, but he's the one trailing, so he's the one who needs to make something happen offensively. Zake didn't want to have that head on the mat though like that. And Bang is close to getting a takedown here. And he will do so. Now 8-6. 40 seconds to make something happen. I'm thinking if he can't turn him immediately, he'll cut him loose. Yeah. Going to give up the escape for the opportunity to get a takedown, which would now tie it if he's able to do so. Under a half minute to go here in the third. A good one at 152. And instead it's Zake countering, and he will get the takedown and now near fall as well. So Bang thought he was setting himself up for a chance to tie it, but not going to work out that way, as Abel Zake is going to win it for Armstrong, as he will be awarded the near fall and wins a major decision at 14-6. Nice job, Abel Zake for Armstrong. Another look as he countered that shot and gets points of his own there.
For the Falcons, Henry Cronin. And for your Parks and Pirates at 160 pounds, Isaiah Griffiths.
Henry Cronin for Armstrong, Isaiah Griffiths for Park Center here as we go up to 160. Griffiths, a first-year freshman. Cronin, meanwhile, lost a true second match at sections last year, so ended up third. He's definitely one of the more experienced Armstrong guys, and he quickly gets a takedown for the Falcons. Trying to win their third match in a row in this one. Obviously, they had, the forfeits didn't help their cause, and then a couple of pins in attack as the Pirates blew open a huge lead. But Armstrong kind of chipping away here as they got a fall and then a major decision, and Cronin trying to add to that here, and he looks like he could be on the way to doing it. Griffiths in a little bit of trouble. Trying to fight it off. Still in as Cronin has those feet both firmly in. Can he pin Griffiths at the edge here? Oh, he does. Cronin will get the pin. I thought maybe Griffiths was going to be able to wiggle his way off the mat there, but not quite. And Henry Cronin with the pin for Armstrong as, again, they win their third straight. Another look as he did a good job making sure that his feet were still firmly in and able to adjust and get it done. Ian Summer coming out for Armstrong. And Lamine Sabali will wrestle for Park Center. Sabali, another young guy, first year out. And a quick takedown by Ian Summer. Summer placed in sections last year. And he will get a quick three here. And, almost had him. Now trying to bar that arm up. And continue a good run for the Falcons. Didn't have a real good grip on that arm, but he still tried to hip him over. Now, not quite near fall points there. I thought he might almost have him. Still a lot of time to go, though, in the period as well. And worked the butcher there, and now he's got Sabali. I don't know if he can quite pin him exactly from this spot, but he's got near fall points coming, and now as he switches his grip, he might be able to put him away. There's the fall for Ian Summer of Armstrong. And the Falcons storming back into this one, 3 pins and a major decision. And again, with all the forfeits, they're not going to win the duel, but certainly closing the gap here, and now at 35-22.
Coming to the mat at 189 pounds for the Falcons,
Abe Beckert at 189 for Armstrong, and Jacob Hansen, ranked 7th, coming out here at 189 for the Pirates. 21-0 this season. Hansen, I think, wants to put a quick end to this run by Armstrong here, and obviously his team's still way ahead, and they're going to win the match, but he wants to get that momentum back, as seeing the guys in the blue and red celebrating a little bit in these last couple matches. He wants to get the momentum back. Hansen gets the takedown here. He was a state entrant a year ago.
3-point takedown, Jake.
Beckert, a senior, and he weighed in at just under 172, so he's might be giving up a little bit of weight here. Hansen gonna cut him loose here. No, he didn't quite. Looking for that cradle, and he's got it. And now Beckert's going to be in trouble. Hansen trying to finish it off. He didn't have a real good grip on the leg, though, so he had to give that up. And it'll be just a couple of near fall points there for Hansen.
2 points near fall for Hansen.
Now he will cut him loose and work from the feet again. And Hansen nicely done as he gets around for 3 more. Beckert pretty near the edge. I think they're going to end up out here. Yeah, Hansen, I think, realized it, and he pulled Beckert's leg out just like, we want to restart. I don't want to let him rest over here at the edge or anything. We'll get back and get at it. Good opportunity for Beckert, too, though, to go against a good guy and see if he can hang in. And you know, you can learn a little bit even if you don't end up winning sometimes, too. Probably not thinking that right now as he's being kind of dominated by a really good wrestler, but period will come to an end, so Beckert does last through the first. Hansen leading it 8-1. Beckert will defer his choice to the third. Hansen will choose both up, and I'm sure in his mind Hansen's probably thinking there's not going to be a third A, but we'll see. Beckert trying to take a little bit of a shot there. Hansen countered it rather easily. A shuck, and he gets behind for 3. 11-1 for Hansen. Now posting that arm. And he'll take him to his back. This is going to be tough to get out of. Beckert is pinned right there. Jacob Hansen with the fall for the Pirates. And sign of respect there. Beckert knew he was up against a really good kid, and he shook his hand and said, you know, good job. Like to see that. Did his best, but Hansen is really good, and he's able to get the pin. And Ja'Kai King will come out for Park Center at 2:15, and he is going to win by forfeit. And I don't believe we'll have a heavyweight match either here. We'll see.
Coming to the back at heavyweight.
No, I am incorrect. Ashlyn Johnson is going to wrestle for Armstrong. And Alex Dolo will wrestle for Park Center. So Ashlyn Johnson going to give it a go. Dolo quickly in on a double and will get the takedown. His second year out, he does have a winning record this year, and he did beat one ranked opponent this year as well. But give Johnson some credit, and you know, our coaches for saying, yeah, well, you'll go out there and give it a shot. Both teams do have, you know, some female wrestlers that started out the night wrestling, and that's obviously becoming more and more common and more of a thing. The girls' state tournament, and we're seeing more activity in that regard for sure. And there's Dolo with another shot for a takedown. And there's going to be the pin for Dolo as he will get the W for Park Center, as they will end up winning the last 3 after Armstrong had a little run of 4 wins through the middle. And that will bring our duel to a close here this evening. And again, Armstrong with those open weights, some injuries, some illness have kind of made them a little bit thinner. And they will win it tonight by a score of 53-22, does Park Center here for their 10th win of the season. And best of luck to both of these teams as they head down the stretch and then get ready for Section 5 competition in both cases here. So Park Center also hosting a tournament this weekend. If you have a chance, come on out and watch some good matches, some good action here at Park Center on Saturday the 17th. And also for our wrestling fans, watch on Thursday night. We'll be back for more wrestling over at Maple Grove as Maple Grove hosts Wayzata in a Lake Conference dual match. Thanks to the coaches here for their information tonight. Thanks for Park Center for having us. And thank you for watching tonight. Again, our final score in this wrestling duel at Park Center is Park Center 53 and Armstrong 22. That'll do it from Park Center. I'm Jay Wilcox. Good night.